Hello YouTube makeup lovers. So today I have a makeup tutorial for you guys. For today I wanted to do a summery, bronzy, glowy look. I use the Lorac Pro No. 3 palette on my eyes today. I've really been enjoying this palette and I really wanted to do a makeup look with this. And I also show you exactly how I achieved my bronzy, glowy face look. So this is going to be a full face makeup tutorial, eyes, and of course face. And I kind of go a little bit crazy with the bronzer and the highlighter, but I think it's a beautiful look to have on this summer. I also went with a bright lip, but keep in mind that with this eye makeup tutorial, you can pretty much do any single lipstick that you want. I went with a bright, kind of like a corally red, not a type of lip that I would normally use, but today I was just in the mood to do something a little bit different. And I just think that this look is something that you could use in the daytime or in the nighttime, and you can change the lips all you want and just change the look completely. But so far, loving this palette, and I'm also going to be showing you my bronzy favorites in this makeup tutorial. So I better stop rambling and we better get started with my summer bronzy glowy look. So the very first thing I'm going to do is prep the face, and I'm going to splash some of my Caudalie Beauty Elixir all over my face just to prep the skin. For my moisturizer, I'm going to use this Ever Calm. This is the Global Protection Day Cream from the brand Ren Clean Skincare. Next, on my face, since it is very hot outside and it's very sunny, you have to apply some sunscreen. The reason I'm using sunscreen separately is because the foundation that I'm going to use does not have sunscreen. So sunscreen is so important. It's so important to protect your skin and stay out of the sun as much as you can. Now, as I let everything sink into my face, I'm going to start with the eyes, and it's very important to use a very good eye primer. This one is my absolute favorite from NARS. You have to prime your eyelids, especially in this hot, humid weather. Especially for me that I live in Miami, it is just so awfully humid, and the summer is like, it's only gonna get worse. We're just getting started. Now I am applying this Maybelline 24-hour color tattoo to my eyelids, and this is just gonna be even extra for the eyes so that this color stays put throughout the day. This one is shade Bronze Truffle. These pretty much stay put. The very first color from my Lorac palette that I'm gonna apply is this one right here. It's called Canvas, and I'm gonna apply this with a Sigma E35 brush, and I'm just gonna put this all over the top part of my eye, right under the brow, so that any colors that I apply on this area blend in nicely. Next, I'm going to apply my first color on the lid, and I'm going to use this light pewter color from the palette and this Sigma E55 brush, and I'm going to pat that over that Maybelline base that we applied. Now for the crease, the very first color I'm going to apply is this terracotta color, and this is my Sigma E25 brush. I'm really liking that terracotta color. It's a really beautiful crease color, and I think it has a really nice contrast with the taupey color that I applied on the lid. Let me do this eye because you can't see anything on the other eye. Next, I'm going to take this clay color here and also apply that to my crease. Then I'm going to take my Sigma E45 brush and go in with this dark brown color and apply this color on my outer corner just to darken this area up a little bit. I'm going to go back in with this terracotta color and this E35 brush and just apply some more up here just to blend out any harsh lines that I may have. Go in with this amethyst color and the E45 again and dot that in the outer corner got some fallout, but I have a little fan brush here. And then I'm going to blend a little bit of the amethyst with the E25. Just going to darken that up a little bit. But I really didn't want to use black. I like that plummy type color. Then with this Morphe E32 brush, I'm going to take this almond pearl color right here. I'm going to apply some under the brow bone. And I'm just going to kind of like brush this out a little bit so that it's not so... This is just a big chunky M512 brush. For the inner corner, I am going to go in with my MAC Nylon because it's the best inner corner highlight. Now I'm going to take my Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water and a cotton pad. And I'm going to clean out the fallout because I'm going to do my lower lash line. For the lower lash line, I'm going to apply this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eyeliner in the color Scorch. And I'm going to apply that to the lower lash line. From the Lorac palette, I'm going to take this color right here called Rose Bronze and that same E32 brush. And I'm going to apply that rose bronze color right over that liner that I just applied. For the waterline, I'm going to apply my Rimmel eyeliner in the shade Nude. Now it's time to get back to the face. I went ahead and applied a little bit more of my face cream and my sunscreen just in this area here since I wiped some of the makeup or some of the cream away when I wiped off the fallout. And now the next step is to apply some primer. I'm going to go ahead and use this Makeup Forever. This is a radiant primer because I do want my skin to look very radiant since it is a summer look. For foundation today, I'm going to use the MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. This foundation is very important that you shake it very, very well. But this is a water-based foundation and it lasts a really long time. It's pretty much waterproof almost. So I think it's a really great foundation to use when it is really, really hot. And when you know you are going to sweat because it stays put. It's a really good foundation to apply with your fingers. But I am going to go ahead and apply it with a brush. I find that with this foundation, I do 2 layers. It is very thin, very, very lightweight, but that's what I like. And you don't want to feel like you're wearing too much makeup either in the summer, like your foundation is too thick, it's going to melt off. So this one, I think it's perfect. I've been using it pretty much every day since I got it. This is the Morphe E54 brush from the Elite collection. I'm just gonna kind of pat this all over the face. And I'm gonna go ahead and put another little pump. It is just so thin that when I put 2 little pumps, I don't really notice it at all. It just seems so natural, but I feel like if you apply it little by little and you do 2 separate pumps, slowly, like very thin layers, it just applies so much nicer. You do have to work it in well. At first it just feels like it's like a little bit wet and it just feels so different than other foundations. But then it just kind of works. I remember the first time I applied it, I was like, this is really weird. It is really watery. It just, I don't know, something just happens to it that it works. And it gives you a nice flawless look. It just evens out the skin tone. But it just looks really natural and thin. Like I don't feel like I'm wearing much makeup. And that's why this foundation is so good to use all over your body. Just because if you use it on your body, it's not gonna rub off on your clothes or anything like that. Once it's on, it's on. So that is why I picked this one to do this summer look, because in the Miami humidity, you need something that really works. I didn't like the way this applied with a sponge. I did try it with a beauty blender. I preferred it with a brush, but like I said, the hands do the trick perfectly. I'm gonna do my concealer. First, I'm gonna apply some of my fresh Creme Ancien Since my under eye circles are not looking the best today, I'm going to go in with my Becca Backlight Targeted Color Corrector in Peach and this Lumi brush. This is the Lumi Detailed Tapered Blender brush. I'm just going to apply this in the really dark areas. Concealer, I'm going to use an oldie but a goodie. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I use the shade NW20. It's been so long since I have used this concealer. It's important to shake it well. I pump some onto my hand, and I'm going to apply this E30 brush from Morphe. Now I'm going to go in with my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. I absolutely love to bust this out in the summers. I mean, I can bust this out all year round. It's so beautiful. But especially for a look like this that I want to go for something really bronze and glowy, I'm going to apply it using this Morphe G2 brush. And I'm kind of just going to put it in here and apply it like this to the areas of my face where I would normally contour. I'm going to take this Morphe E47 brush and apply it in here as well and do the sides of my nose. For highlight, I'm going to use Benefit's High Beam, and I'm pretty much going to dot some right here. For highlight, another good option is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid in the pink. If you don't want something so glowy, I personally love this glowy look. And the Beauty Blender is just the best to blend it in, but it really looks just like a healthy glow. So now I'm going to set the face. For the under eye area, I am going to use the Hourglass Diffuse Light Ambient Lighting Powder. You can also use the Laura Mercier, but I'm going to go ahead and use this one. And it's very important to set this under eye area. Then I'm going to take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium and this Morphe 523 brush. I'm using a smaller brush because I don't want to set the whole face, because I like that luminosity. I like the cream bronzer that I applied, the Chanel, and I don't really want to, I'm going to set that with a bronzer, but I do want to set other areas of my face. But I'm just going to use a small brush because I don't want to go over everything. If I use my usual powder brush, which is something really big like this, then I'm going to go over areas that I really just don't want to set. Whereas with this little one, it is more controlled of where I'm setting. For bronzer, I'm going to use this Too Faced. This is the Sweetheart bronzer in Sweet Tea, and I'm going to apply this with a soft angle contour brush. This is the F23. Now for blush. I want a really healthy blush. I don't know which one to use. I'm in between my Dream Bouncy blush in Fresh Pink. That one looks really beautiful on the cheeks, and I just love that healthy glow it gives. Or this one from Tarte too, the Energy one. Which one should I use? I think I'm going to go in with the Dream Bouncy blush, just because I haven't used those in a while. And these, even though I've already applied some powder, these go over it really nicely. It doesn't, you know, it's not really a problem to use these over powder. I'm going to just put my brush in here. This is a Sigma Large Angled Contour F40 brush, and like I said, this is Fresh Pink number 5. And these you just kind of add on little by little, but it just gives you such a nice, healthy, flush cheek look. So for powder highlight, I'm going to go in with the Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one is in the shade Gleam, and I've really been liking this one a lot. I I really would love to get the other two, but that would be very irresponsible if I go out and purchase the other two. I just got this one, but they have two really nice ones. One's like a bronzy one, right? And then a pinky. The packaging is pink in the other one. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this high cheekbone highlighter from Sigma and the shade F03. And I think I'm gonna go in with these two, just kind of mix them up a little bit. Now it is time to finish up the eyes, and I'm gonna first do my brows. This is the Anastasia Brow Definer. I use the shade Taupe. I'm gonna take the other side with the spoolie and just brush them out. So today I'm not gonna apply eyeliner on my top lash line. For mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. This one is the waterproof. In weather like this, I really recommend waterproof mascara, especially for the lower lash line. I like to put mascara on my lower lashes, and sometimes in the summer, if it's too humid, if you don't apply waterproof mascara, that mascara is going to end up like down here by the end of the day. So for lips, I normally would do like a light pink lip and apply a gloss like this. This is a Cream Sheen Glass in Playful Petal. Something pink like this, or maybe something like this Marc Jacobs Enamored Lip Gloss in Whip It over a pink lipstick. That would be like my go-to shade, and I think that would look really pretty for this look. So those are just some options. That would be my go-to shade, but for today I wanted to do something a little bit different, a little bit more brighter, and I wanted to use one of my liquid lipsticks. This is like a pinky coral color, which is not something that I would normally do, but I'm gonna do that today. This one is the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Berlin, and I think it's a really beautiful color. And I think since, you know, even though I do have some eye makeup on, I think this eye makeup look, since I'm not wearing eyeliner, it kind of like, you know, takes it down a notch, and it makes it look a little bit more wearable. Not natural, because it is a lot of makeup, but a little bit more wearable, not so dramatic. So I feel like for the summer, I'd want to go with a more dramatic lip. This is a nice, bright, beautiful color. The bright lips are all done. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of this Caudalie Beauty Elixir, just a few spritz to my face. Just to make sure all this stays put throughout the day. So that is pretty much it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed my bronzy, glowy summer makeup tutorial. I really hope that you guys try this look out, and I'm gonna list all the products I use in the description box down below. If you like this video, I really hope you give it a thumbs up and that you subscribe to my channel. And as always, I just wanna say thank you so much for watching Be Lounge Makeup. Bye.